Morning. Welcome to this morning's morning briefing, Monday, August the 13th. If you would, make sure you got your cell phones on silent, stun, and let's keep sidebar conversations to a minimum. Introduce myself, Planning Section Chief Stephen Carter. We'll start off this morning with weather from Steve.
Good morning, Incident Meteorologist Steve Fano, and it feels like late September in Texas if you're not used to this area, so very rare for mid-August. But basically that was the radar from just a little while ago, and you could see the heaviest rainfall pretty much from Permian Basin out around Midland all the way up into up to the Red River. So some pretty decent rainfalls overnight. That swath of rain pretty much produced anywhere between a ½ inch to an inch of rain overnight. And I know Sweetwater and some of our resources got some of our resources out west got some pretty decent rain. So unfortunately, this map doesn't update until about 8:30 in the morning, but this was pretty much yesterday's rainfall for 72 hours over the area. And I was just trying to highlight where the heaviest precip over the last couple of days has fallen, and you could see the deficit was out in West Texas. Well, that's pretty much where this white line is. That's where the heaviest rainfall is falling today. So I guess my point is some of those gaps of lighter rain are going to be filled in today. Lightning strikes ending at 6 a.m. this morning, and a lot of this was from yesterday. We picked up over an inch here at the ICP. McGregor Executive picked up 1.65, so that was some of those storms out there. So the highlights for today looks like another cool, wet, cloudy day for most of the state. Temperatures are going to be down, humidity is going to be up, much like yesterday. The only difference is that rain area will have shifted a little bit to the northwest. The exceptions will be South Texas again and up in the northern panhandle. The warming and drying trend is coming, though, so it looks like once we get through today, starting tomorrow, we're going to start to see a decrease in clouds, warmer temperatures. The forecasted high temperatures for today, basically 80s, northern 2/3 of the state with 90s down south. Relative humidities, generally above 30% everywhere with the exception of the far west and maybe down in lower Rio Grande Valley. Oops, I am going the wrong direction. I am going the wrong direction. All right, there we go. I'm back. All right, so winds today, it looks like we will return to mainly southerly winds. Speeds are going to be generally below 15 miles per hour, but they are going to be probably a little bit stronger than they have been the last couple of days. And of course, if you get in and near a thunderstorm, gusty and erratic winds are very likely, even several miles away from the parent thunderstorm. Strongest winds are going to be down in South Texas, and we could see some gusts up to 25 miles per hour down there especially. And then precipitation chances, like I said, best chances are going to be kind of west of that I-35 corridor. This is the forecasted rainfall amounts or forecasted radar representation from 5 p.m. today. And this computer model that I used this yesterday and actually did a pretty good job. And you can see again pretty much where the rain is now. It thinks even at 5 p.m. same area is going to be same area is going to be hit. There we go. All right, so looking ahead, I was talking about the pattern change. Looks like that low pressure area that's been over us by Tuesday, it starts to lift up into the plains. What that means is the 90-degree temperatures return, clouds and rain chances decrease, and wind speeds slowly increase. And then as we get into Friday, we get a nice ridge of high pressure setting over the top of us. What that'll mean is back to normal temperatures or near normal temperatures, which is hot and humid. We actually get the Gulf moisture coming back in here, so it's even going to feel warmer. And then we'll have some low rain chances, mainly along the Red River, as some little systems come out of the high plains, and it will be breezier. So that's all I have for the weather. I hope everybody has a great day.
Morning, everyone. Rich Gray in operations. Yesterday was a really quiet day across the landscape. Today will probably be the same as yesterday. Only operations things that we did yesterday, we did do some lightning recon in the Bastrop area, and they didn't find any new starts. Today will be the same as we had yesterday. We have a few crew swaps going on. Not as busy as we were yesterday, but pay attention to that. Out at the staging areas, when you get those incoming resources, make sure they get a good local briefing. They're getting briefed here at the ICP. Make sure they get dialed in on those local conditions. Look ahead, we're seeing we're going into that warmer, drying trend, so we will continue to reevaluate what the rain's done for our fuels, so pay attention to that, and we'll look at any movements or any changes in staffing as we get through the week. A couple things out in the field, make sure today you're using your time wisely, stay vigilant for IA, as well as use your downtime wisely and safely. Thanks, have a safe day.
I don't think I've seen a briefing map like that the whole time we've been coming here. There's not one fire on it, okay? Anyway, well, you heard the weather. Still going to be raining some places. It's not going to be raining other places. There's still a lot of dry spots in the state. So those of you out there in the staging area, heads up. You heard Alps. Use your time wisely. You're going to be staged. You're going to have a lot of downtime, a lot of time to get yourself prepared. Practice that medical incident report, the emergency action plan, all that stuff. Now's the time to do it, okay? The weather is going to amp up again. It's coming, so get ready. We haven't had any accidents or injuries in the last couple of days, which is good. The trend that we were in of all these minor accidents and injuries, we haven't had it for many days now. So commendations to all of you for keeping your heads up out there. It's all about your situational awareness. It's all about the basics, okay? Use your PPE if you're out in the field. Use spotters when you're backing. Do all that stuff, okay? So keep your heads up. Keep an eye on each other. We'll all be back again tomorrow.
Good morning, Robert Ford with Logistics. I guess we're all sort of having the same thought this morning, both ops and safety. With the crew swaps and you're swapping information, continue to be able to get your 213s in, point out your logistic folks that are out there with your crews that are coming in, and go over your medical plan and have them briefed on their area and location and those type of things. So if you do need something, get that 213 in to us in a timely manner so we can try to get your supplies out. Thanks and have a good day.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say a special thank you to everyone that was patient with us yesterday and got in all the shift tickets and CTRs that we were missing. Our packets are in much better shape, and I appreciate you bearing with me. Just remember, same things I say almost every day, E-number has to go on the shift ticket. It's a lot of work if you guys don't put the E-numbers on your shift tickets, because we have to sit there and search for it, so please do that. If you have any question for finance, if you need your E-number, please call us and we'll look that up for you. Thanks.
Good morning. Mario Rosilli, Public Information Officer Trainee. Just want to send a bit of thanks out to everyone there. We appreciate you sending your photos in. Those photos and pictures really help us tell the story of what's going on and what we're doing out here to help Texas fighting wildfires. And as a reminder, we're always still looking for photos. And if you don't have that email address, it's photos@tfs.tamu.edu. If you want to send those in, we welcome any photos. Training photos are also welcome. So thank you again.
Well, good morning. Les Rogers, IC for the team. Just want to kind of echo what ops and logs and safety's been saying out there. Where we had rain, we're we're going to evaluate and see how much we add. When we have fuels that are 100-hour and 1,000-hour fuels that are critical levels that we had never seen before other than 2011, that's kind of the outstanding year, we're going to have to evaluate and see exactly what this rain has either done for us or not done for us. What it tells me is some of those staging areas out there in the field, y'all are going to be setting, but we could have an occasional fire that might not seem significant, but maybe the VFDs or the local fire departments can't get to them, so they'll be reaching out to us for our assets. So with that, just stay safe today. Keep in mind that we have a lot of school districts around the state that are going back to school, so if you're in the communities driving around and stuff, watch for the kiddos and the mamas and the dads trying to figure out what they're supposed to do. So with that, just have a good, safe day. Thanks.
All right, that concludes the morning briefing. Be sure and turn your cell phones back on and go out and do great things for the state of Texas. Thanks.